And I
All
will let
right.
everyone in.
Let's have more light. Okay. So, good morning,
Good
Team
morning.
Legacy. Good morning, Jose. Good morning, Sydney. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. On my way to my listing appointment. So pray for me, give me some luck. And
That's awesome.
Everything will be fine. You're gonna get it.
Yeah, you
yeah,
don't need
yeah.
one. You got this.
Across, yeah. So, yeah, let's give it a minute. So, we have everybody tune in, but I see Amanda, I see Sarah, I see Alicia, as people coming in. I cannot wait to, get our terrific Tuesday get started. This is something that we always want to do every Tuesday at 10 a.m. to get everybody hyped up for the new week, get started, get trained on, improving our knowledge and get ready for any market that we're in. So pretty excited for today's speaker. I cannot wait to introduce him to everyone. But I'm just quite curious, how is everybody doing with your 30 days, 30 videos challenge? Is anyone in here
I need to
doing
catch
one
up.
per day so far? You need to catch up, Jose.
Yeah,
Hi, Big
I
Boss.
will.
I
Hi,
was
Amanda.
reusing videos from like ones I just never posted, but now I ran out, so I'm starting to have to do like vlogs and stuff.
Sometimes we just need to have that little push and little motivation that, hey, I have one agent in my group that been recording and having videos in the phone, but she was so scared to upload it on social media because she doesn't want to get judged. But now, because of the 30 days 30 videos challenge, now she have that little kick and little push that she have to post it up there, and then she hit training video with over 200,000 views. So it's just crazy how things come out, that sometimes when we're in a winning circle, then good things start coming along. So before we getting started, I see Jeff, I see Amanda. Do you want to say anything to the group for this morning? I think Amanda is froze.
Amanda's frozen. No, I'm ready to jump in and see what's going on. But no, I'm loving the challenge. I really haven't done videos either. So kind of even challenge myself. I know I never do videos. So, but no, I said I'll do the challenge. So we're doing it. Gotten a lot of good feedback from it, getting some messages. Had an agent sign up with me from that. So everything's going great.
Yeah. And I guess doing video is not that difficult, right?
No, it's easy. I've been doing the same ones. I need to change it up. I'm just doing like half day vlogs or something like that. But yeah, I need to try to create some informational content. I think done a couple of those, but it's easy to kind of do a vlog, just kind of like, hey, this is what I'm doing right now. Check it out. It's pretty easy, but I'll eventually get more more informative on it, more direct on it, and it kind of try to bring some value from it as well.
Yep, definitely. Educational and informative
Yeah.
videos are always the best ones, because that, directly helping your audience to learn and, get more information about certain things. So the video that one of my team member did hit over 200,000 views, was just talking about travel hacks. So it was
Wow.
like, and she had that video in her phone for a while. She didn't just like, I didn't want to post it. And then when she posted, I don't know what is the view for today, but it's hit viral, and it was such a encouragement for her to keep doing more and more. Yeah, the video is like 240,000 views right now.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
crazy. Yeah. Amanda, you want to say anything before we get started with today's training?
Yes, it's so awesome. That was just sitting on her phone and now it's out there generating leads. It's just what content do we have that we can reuse? I've had so many people reach out saying, I've gotten fire leads, I've gotten listing leads, I've gotten people who are sending me, opportunities to buy and flip off of these videos. And so I think that I think we're halfway done on the challenge. And the first week was the hardest for me, but now it's like kind of fun. Like I'm looking forward to the video. I'm getting more comfortable. I'm finding myself sending videos via text message now instead of a text thread. So I think that this is going to be really good for all of us.
Awesome. Yes. All right. So let's get started for today trainings. I'd love to reconnect you with Jose Alves. He always one of my favorite agents here with Team Legacy. He's always gonna be there, ready to collaborate, ready to share information. And of course, he's one of the top producers here. Cannot wait to learn more from you. I know that you're going to touch base when it comes to how to be a rock star agent, maybe how to get into social media, how to, you know, get more on Google. That's something that I'll fill in later on as well, Jose. Just so it's most important right now because, you know, for sure that we're going to have, you know, a potential client who knows 10,000 more agents in Houston, in Dallas, in Austin. So how do we show them that our service is better and we're going to take care of them, right? So without further ado, Jose, please take it over.
All
And
right.
I'm ready to take more notes.
Okay. Well, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm Jose. For those who don't know me, I've been doing real estate since 2017. It's quite a while. And I learned from my previous business experience and also here in real estate, a few things that I think can really add to the life of especially new agents, right? It's most of our profession, it's about our, mindset. It's not exactly about, being technical, being knowing a lot of things. No, it's about the mindset. All the knowledge is out there. If we know where to, to find it, we'll be all right. So let's talk a little bit about Google, right? The Google business profile. I like to use Google because first, I believe we have to lead by profits. So if it's not giving you money, right, you don't invest on it. If you don't know if it's going to give money or not, you don't invest on it. And the business profile is for free. 46% of the people who are looking for a local business are searching on Google. So that's a big number. Like half of the people looking for local business are searching on Google. So it is free. And what is very, very important, right? It's the first impression of somebody about you. So I always ask when I'm, talking to people who are asking me for advice about real estate, I always ask, what do you think you are worth? That's the main thing about our business. What do you think you are worth? Can you answer that question? Think a little bit about. You can give a number, you can say, oh, I'm worth this or that, but your worth is given by the market. It's you're worth as much as you add value to the lives of other people. So the perception of other people is actually what gives you your worth. It's very difficult for somebody to say, oh, this is what I'm worth, $5,000 a week, $10,000 a month, $100,000 a month. No, you're worth as much as the market perceives you're adding value to their lives. So Google is a great tool to actually create this first perception. I use Google, but my favorite thing actually is the HAR, right? As a support to Google and other, ways to advertise, because HAR actually, they are real reviews, right? Google, a friend can write a review of, somebody that never did a business with you can write a review. But that could be used to your favor, right? Because you have lots of people who knows you, who are willing to help you, that never did business with you. So the first thing, business.google.com. If you're a new agent, if you don't have your profile there, you have to create a profile. You have go there, create a quick profile, and think about what you're gonna write there, because it's the perception of the market. It's what's gonna generate business for you. So to me, like I said, it's a mindset, right? And when people are approaching you, you have to show in a very few seconds your worth. So like if you have transactions that that can be added to your Google profile, you add them. You ask your clients to add. Let me see here something. Hold on a second. When you're sending the links to your clients, you can actually include the HAR links. You can actually spread all the properties that you are already that you have already sold. You can actually include in the business profile with the links, but the clients have to do that, right? You can ask the clients to do that. It's hold on seconds. To set up your profile, the first thing you have to do is to understand exactly what you are looking for in the market. If you, let's say, if you work at Cypress residential, you're gonna try to stand out. Cypress residential. You're gonna put the zip codes. You're gonna you have the options to set the language for your profile, so you can actually be directed to people like from. Hold on a second. This keeps bothering me. The messages here. Let me turn off because my computer is showing all the text messages I'm receiving. Hold on a second. Okay. Now I'm good. Sorry, it's distraction. First time I'm doing this presentation. Okay, guys.
You're doing
So,
great, man. This is good stuff.
yeah, the thing is, I I can explain a lot about the mindset, but I'm not so technical about Google, right? So like, but it's okay. So what I would do, if I was a new agent, I would, set my zip codes initially. The languages I speak, Google can actually automatically detect the language you're speaking. But you can go there on the profile. There is in the settings, you have the options to add languages. A lot of people from our team speak Vietnamese, so they can actually do that, can set Vietnamese. In my profile, I have Portuguese and I have Spanish. So I have a few clients, a few leads actually coming from Google who are looking for agents speaking Portuguese and Spanish. One thing, Google doesn't convert business for you, right? They just generate leads. So you have to be ready to answer the phone. Because one of the things that I notice in this market, when the phone rings, a lot of people wait for the call to go to the voicemail and then return, or waiting for a text message. With Google, if you have a phone call, you have to answer it. So to me, answering the phone is very, very important and goes along with your success with Google business profile, right? Another thing that is important, you can have your profile more than one location. In my case, I have my profile on my address, my home address, and I also have the EXP address. They will actually verify the address, but you can verify both. People from EXP will verify the one Riverway address, and at your home you can actually verify also. You got a card in the mail, you enter the code and can be verified. So that makes you stand out twice, right? You have the chance to be on your area and also on the EXP area. Another thing about the Google business profile, when you're active, not just on your profile, on your business profile, but on other people's business profiles, you can also stand out. Let's say I'm visiting Chesmar today to show homes, right? I go there, I write a review explaining about Chesmar, right? That I'm a realtor and that I've been selling Chesmar homes and this kind of stuff. And when somebody is actually looking at Chesmar profile, they will be seeing my reviews. And that already brought me leads. I didn't remember if I closed any leads from those, but I had a lot of inquiries because other people's business profiles, not exactly mine. Mine generated some leads. But when you are actually dropping your information on other people's business profile, like builders, contractors, communities, you're also getting exposure as an agent, right? So to me, it's all a big puzzle with a lot of parts that you have to put together. I use my HR profile a lot, actually, to promote myself, and as most of the reviews are not on the business profile because people don't waste their time twice. They give you one review or another, right? So and because HAR give me more accreditation, I'd rather go with HAR, but my HAR profile is actually on Google. So that's kind of, if somebody's looking for me, they will find my HAR profile, the 5 stars profile, which is very, very important. And one of the things that I always tell, people about being a 5-star agent, uh, you will never be a 5-star agent or 1-star client. This is very important to understand. So you have two choices. You either let go the clients that are not 5 stars, or you educate them. You bring them up to your level. So, like I said, what is your worth? As much as you add value to the lives of other people. Once your clients perceive that value that you're bringing to their lives, you're educating them, you're bringing them actionable information that can be converted to intelligence to make good decisions, they will start trusting you, and they will become also 5 stars clients and will give you the 5-star reviews. So this is very important, right? Because remember, the perception of one can be the perception of many. As you know, depending on how this perception is laid out, how it's said on the internet, it can go viral. It can be anywhere, right? Everywhere. So, like, if somebody's talking bad about you, that perception can also go viral. It can, go everywhere, and all of a sudden you can have your career ruined, just because of a bad, review, a bad comment. So you have to be very careful. 1-star clients will never give you 5-star reviews. This is something very, very important that I have learned in my life. To me, uh, being like, oriented to the 5 stars and the reviews, it's more than just, advertising, more than just publishing. It is a way of life, because that means that you're really trying to, to do your best, that you're really trying to deliver as much as you can to your clients. It's like, okay, I'm oriented to get these 5 stars, not because of the 5 stars, but because I want the recognition, because I want the market to understand my proposition of value. I want the market to understand what I'm bringing to the table. They when as an agent, right, we are helping people to achieve their dreams, but we are also helping people to prepare for their retirements, to prepare to leave something for their heirs, right? It's a lot. We have a huge responsibility, and focusing on getting that recognition, to me, it's a way of living. Like, okay, I'm doing my best. People will recognize myself, and my money, what you like, will come because of that, right? Our commission checks will come because we are actually delivering something. So the Google business, we have the chance not to reach our sphere of influence, but the chance to go beyond it. So that's what, it's really important to concentrate a little bit on what you want from your business. Like, you don't want to be wasting your time going from, like in my case, I live in Cyprus. I don't want to be going to League City for a client that I don't even know if he'll close. So I focus a lot on the areas adjacent to Cyprus, right? That's what I try to do. So there are some keywords that if you can use. That's, of course, you can check on, ChatGPT or even Google, and see what are the keywords for your specific region, for what you are doing. Each case, each agent has a different proposition, right? Some people are going for, the low end market. Some people are going for the high end market. In my case, I go for the average. I like the middle class. I think middle class has better credit scores. They are ready to buy most of the times. They make steady money. Most of them have, their W-2s. So I focus a lot on my profile on these people. So there is a specific set of keywords that you can work. ChatGPT's magic, right? It will give you the specific words that you can feed onto your business profile that will bring leads to you. But again, leads is just part of it. If you're not there answering the phone, if you're not there with some information for the clients, nothing will happen. So what kind of information you have to have? Information that is aligned to what is exposed on your business profile. If you're good at Cypress, dominate Cypress market, know the communities, know Bridgeland, know Town Lake, know Cypress Creek Lakes, know Copperfield, know Fairfield, because those are all areas that belong to that niche. So this is really another piece of the puzzle, right? It's a big puzzle, and you have little pieces that you can put together to really have results from Google Business Profile and all of the reviews. So what I do to get the reviews from my clients, every time that I have a transaction, I ask my clients to write a review. And I always ask them, are you happy with my services, before asking for the review? And I listen to them. And of course, if they say, "Oh yeah, it could be better," I would show them what I have done. If there was something that could be better, I say, "Yeah, I'll do it next time." This time, I explain to them why I believed I have done that, and I will try to get them to understand where I'm coming from, right? And to show them that I really cared about their business. Like in some cases, when people are offering BTSAs, I show my clients what I'm being offered. I never hide from them. Say, hey, I have a BTSA to come to this community. It's going to be good for you, but I have a BTSA. But you can actually, if this bothers you, because some people get bothered because of how much we're making, right? You can choose another community, but I will show you the numbers. I'll be loyal to the numbers. So this is something that I think it's also important to be honest with your clients. So to get those 5-star reviews, to have good reviews on Google, you have to ask people. You have to ask agents. You have to ask your colleagues. You have to ask business people. All my mortgage guys, they actually gave me reviews on Yelp or Google or whatever, because I ask them and I say, you like to work with me? Yes, I like to work with you. Of course they like, we're giving them business, right? So if you like to work with me, could you please say a few words about my work? Why you like, why do you enjoy working with me? And that will support your business also. But to me, the most important thing is the mindset. It's not about, just being there to get leads, to generate leads and not being able to do your best. You have to do your best. It's better to have 1 or 2 clients served in a month and very well served that will keep you bringing you business, keep coming for more, than just having a bunch of clients halfway happy, right? That's my perception at least, and I think it aligns pretty well with what I've been doing so far. So one of the things, with Google Business also, you can align the Google Business to your social media profiles. I think the same words that you're gonna be, the same verbiage, same words that you're gonna be using on your social media, on your let's say on the Instagram heading, you should use with Google also, because that thing creates an identity. That's enforce, more authority, more in like, okay, this is exactly what this person does for a living, everywhere. It has to be everywhere, the same thing. You cannot be like on your Instagram saying that you do something and your business profile saying that you do something different. So it's like more like creating an identity, not just on Google Business Profile. You can support your business profile with Google paid campaigns. It's something I did in the past, and I'll tell you something, the results from Google are a lot better than results from Instagram, from Facebook. Every time that I advertise on Google, I get leads, not always from Facebook or Instagram. Actually, Instagram never actually generate a single client. Generate a lot of inquiries, a lot of people curious, but not a single client for me. Like Google, every time I advertise on Google, I have leads, lots of leads, not just one or two. One of the things that I think it's important, I'm not really doing that, but I know agents who have done, I know people who have done in the past that helps, is engaging with the posts that people are writing on your Google profile. Being honest, I compromise, because of time. I don't answer all the posts, but this also helps because people engage, you will have a second or a third touch with you, and that will also help them to create an image about you. It's like the perception they have about you, it's what it's gonna create, your business, what's gonna make you stand out and keep bringing more and more business, right? More people, more clients. Like most of my clients, once I close a deal, I call them not just once, I call them a few times. And I always ask them for reviews, and I ask them also for referrals. And even for the referrals, when I'm calling, it's not never a cold call, right? I do that a lot. I call people. It's never a cold call because I'm calling on behalf of somebody that gave me their number. Let's say I ask my clients, hey, could you be, you're happy with my service. I see that you and your family are living pretty well. That's awesome. I want you to know that, I'll always be here for you, whatever you need. And at this time, I need your help. I need your help writing a quick review. And I also need your help giving me three numbers, of people who I could call on your name. And most of them give them the names. And if they don't give them the names that day, I will say, I will call you later. So to get those names, okay? And I will call them later. And once I call these people that, they're referring to me, I always mention the person who gave me their number. Say, hey, I'm Jose. I have helped your friend, let's say ABC, that bought a house in Fairfield with me a few months ago. And he said that you would be probably interested also, knowing more about the market, real estate market, or maybe you're about to buy or sell your home. Something, you try to get a little bit of information when they're giving you the numbers, names and numbers, right? And I call people and I ask them after a few while, I ask them also for other people. I ask the referrals of referrals, and that's how I keep my business coming, Thank God this has been working for me. And if it's, I don't like to brag about myself, but I have like 128 reviews on my HAR profile, or 130 something. Last time was 128, but I had a few more, and they are all 5 stars. And that's just because that mindset, right? To even, do educate your clients to become a 5-star clients, or just selecting, 5-star clients. It's like, it's you have right to bring your clients to your level so they will understand you. I know I'm not that technical, but I hope you guys are, understanding, where I'm coming from, because this is all about the mindset, right? This business is about changing first of all, right? Changing how we see ourselves, because we are all about ourselves most of the times, and that's not true. Even our academics, our careers, it's about the market. It's what the market perceives us to be that will give us our money, right? It's not I'm really good. I'm really, the best agent. I can make a fortune. Okay, is that, what the market thinks about you? Because if they don't see that on you, you'll not be doing anything. So you have to understand the tools that are available. You have to understand uh, to create a winning mindset and use those tools correctly to create a great perception, and remember, the first few, lines, the first few seconds will create, an impression that will be very difficult to overcome after, with the time. So have one chance to stand out, and after that, once you start speaking, they will listen to you. It's all about trust. We are always, moving lots of money. It's real estate transactions are not just like, selling, fragrance or cosmetics. No, those are expensive stuff, right? People got in debt for the rest of their lives. If we are being irresponsible, we're pardon, part of the word, we're screwing people, we don't want to do that. We want them to see that we are on their side, holding their hands, guiding them through the whole process and making them is intelligent enough to make good decisions for themselves. Most people are too busy to get educated. So you have a mission. You have to bring the information they need to educate them, to show them in a very short time what they have to do to make a very good decision for themselves, for their futures, right? For their retirements, for their kids. It's a lot of things involved. And all these profiles, they mean nothing if you can't uh, say in a few words that you are capable of seeing that and you want to do that. Like if a family, right? It's like a hand, have all the members. If one is not good, the hand is not good. So you focus on the family, you focus on what is good for the family, like a kid, a teenager that you're bringing to, to a neighborhood, at a great high school. This teenager will stand out because, their colleagues, their friends, the family will be grateful for that. But if you don't, if you, just disregard, this kind of things and bring a family to a neighborhood where the high school is not that good, there are problems with gangs and the kids get involved in something, a family can break apart just because of a kid that is involved with in drugs or gangs or this kind of stuff. So you want to be responsible with all the aspects. You cannot make decisions for your clients, never. They are the decision makers, but you can show them the statistics, the numbers, your vision of the market, to make sure that they are understanding their decisions, they are understanding what they are doing. It's a big responsibility. So all of our profiles are, have to be aligned to show exactly this big picture, what you are providing. You're providing them with intelligence to helping them making good decisions. And you have to be specific in the areas you're working, the kind of properties, the range of price, and also the kind of people. Like I have a colleague of mine, he's like going only for seniors now because he believes it's a great market. So he's working his ass off to, to be the best for seniors. It's a great market. I agree. There is a lot of people getting old every day, present. And it's a great market, but you have to know, like, it's not my thing. So if I'm advertising on Google business profile, well, it's not just my sphere of influence. Again, it's the world seeing what I'm doing. If I'm there advertising about, senior housing, I have to know about that. I have to be really good because in the first few seconds, I have to be able to gain the client's trust. Any comments?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say it would be good if this is a good time if anyone wants to put in maybe their Google review page or something in the chat box, we can just kind of do each other some favors. I'm not sure if Google will pick that up as not a good review or something. I've had some issues with that before, but it may be a good time if anybody wanted to drop, or even you, Jose, drop your Google profile link in the page, and maybe we can get some reviews.
Yeah, we can do that.
Would be a good time. I've seen that. I've seen some posts online like, hey, let's all do each other a favor and give us a review. And there's just thousands of comments, and everybody's like, all right, I reviewed you. I reviewed you. So it's good, obviously, to get legitimate reviews from clients and stuff like that. But, if you just got your Google page and you're just trying to get set up, kind of good to get some of those as well. Because I
Yeah.
noticed when I didn't have a ton of reviews, I would spend money on Google ads, but really didn't see much of a return. And I was like, man, I spent thousands of bucks on what's going on. I only had like 14 reviews. So when they would pull up, Houston real estate agent, they would probably see me with my 20 reviews, but then they'd see like Lance Logan, thousands of reviews, and they would probably pick him.
Yeah,
So
the thing with the ads are more like the words. The ads are more about the words. The review it counts, but I have people who look at somebody like Lance Locke and say this guy doesn't have time for me. It all depends on the client, right? It's a lot of people are used already to those reviews being like okay written by friends or it's a little bit catchy
yeah,
today. But the ads on Google, they work if you're specific. Like what I do with the Google ads, I always advertise the properties that I'm doing open house. And I have good leads from those ads. So it's
sorry, I'm typing in the chat. Everybody's
Yep.
putting their thing in here. So
So I have a question. I don't know if we
Yeah.
know the answer to this one. I never got my little card in the mail years ago when I did the bit, and I'm like, well, did that kind of screw up my profile? And then how do you get that little card?
yeah, I know LaPlante, Sydney's on here. She just did one for our title company. I don't know, Sydney, do you know if they send you the card? I think they have to send it to your business address. And if you don't get it, Sydney, can you just request another one, or how's that work?
They used to do the cards. I don't know if they do it anymore because I honestly wanted to do that for the title company, but instead they made me do a video where I walked out to the street, showed the street signs, which I mean, that's pretty convenient too, but you had to make sure it's a spot on video or they're going to deny it. They did on ours at first, but so try redoing it or re-accessing verification, and then they should just give you a link to do a video.
Okay, thanks.
yeah the about having accounts in multiple address, they are actually they are kind of eliminating most of the accounts with 2 or 3 addresses, right? I had that problem because I had a few different addresses, and they eliminate most of them. Now I have 2, but I know that I have to verify again. So they're asking me to verify again. So it's kind of
I mean, I
it's
think
getting a little bit more difficult.
it's
And
difficult. I think it's good. I think it's good. I don't want a bunch of just random people that aren't in business anymore or whatever. So it's tedious, but it's good. I mean, everyone
yeah,
eventually get a Google page, and I would think. I know you're saying it's about the AdWords, but I would think at least have a good 10 to 15 solid reviews on your Google page before you kind of dump a lot of money into it, I think. But again, if you're talking to Jose about the specific AdWords and stuff, and nowadays with Chat GPT and those AI things, they stay up to date because they have access to the internet. You can literally just say what are the most popular,
yep.
Google search words in my area the last 60 days or 30 days. It'll populate them, and then you can actually
Exactly.
copy those words and say, "Can you do a blog post for me or ad using those words?" And it'll spit it out for you. Like,
Yeah. One
I
thing
mean,
that I think it's very important is the identity, right? LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Google business profile, you have to have the same words. You have to have the same identity. You gotta be focused on a specific business, right? Not can be too broad, otherwise you'll not get results. Google actually and LinkedIn also the same thing. They are very specific.
mhm.
They bring you leads if you are specific. If you're broad, you don't get anything.
Hui does a good job on this too, where I'll go in Google and I'll type some EXP questions or something, and it's always like his website or blog will be like one of the top three. So
That's good. Yeah.
I think the key I think I read it some of on some of the training, if you niche down on a niche, let's say investment property specialist, your chance of people finding you is going to be much more easier. So this year I was able to close two random lead that I don't know me, they don't know them, and they all find me to Google. And they specifically looking for 1031 exchange. They specifically looking for investment property. So that's what my Google page focus on. Not first time home buyer, not new construction, not retail buyer, right? Specifically investor. And it shows.
Yes, you see, you're specific, and they're bringing your clients because you're specific.
Yeah. Yeah, so whatever you specialize in, make sure you focus on that keyword and
Yep.
treat Google like treat Google like Facebook, right? Make sure you post regularly. And one other trick that I learned is that use the same account whenever you go to a local restaurant. If you're gonna drop a review, use that specific account for review. So you
Yep.
see that you interact with the platform more, and just the chance of people finding you it increased like tenfold.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You use a Google business profile from other business also to promote yourself.
Yeah.
Especially like here in Town Lake, go to the boardwalk. There's a lot of people, they're going to the boardwalk and trying to buy a home in Town Lake because of the lifestyle, right? And they start seeing your image everywhere, and with the same kind of words, they kind of, they start, building trust. They keep
Yep.
repeating your image all the time and the same words, the same thing. Okay, this guy know about the market in this area.
Right. You could just buy a red Ferrari and drive around.
Yeah.
Do that. That would be good, I think, for the social media. The Ferrari Realtor.
Yeah.
That would be a funny one.
Yeah.
Hey, so
I'm sure it's available. Go ahead, Loretta.
another quick question. So, I years ago I had a like Zillow reviews, but you can't really put them on Google or transfer them, right? Because they verify IP addresses or something. Like
No,
I
you
can't copy and move the reviews in
can't.
there, right?
You can't. The user actually has to be logged on their Google account to write a review.
Okay.
So
Yeah, because I also had one of my other brokerages had another service that collected reviews too. So, mine are like scattered.
yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's why I said I kind of focus more on HAR because HAR gives a lot of credibility, right? It's people see that those are real reviews.
Oh, see, I'm up in Virginia.
In Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, okay. I'm so sorry. Yes,
That's
there is
okay. I had to ask
your local
what you were
MLS
talking
there.
about.
Okay. Yeah, on your local MLS there, because the people know those reviews are legit, that they're not fake. But Google, it could be, like one of the things that Google cuts when you have lots of reviews in the same date. Because they know that you're doing a campaign to populate, and also when I'm seeing the reviews, I say, okay, Lance Logan has 2,000 reviews in one afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. The platform is hard enough with AI to figure out when you are asking your friend to review you. So, do it randomly and, just make sure it's authentic, right? So let's say
Yep.
I ask Jeff to review me, Jeff could talk about, how we work together, right? It doesn't necessarily to be buyer and realtor as a business partner. Jeff can totally and authentically review me on that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So ask,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
partner to
that's
review you.
yeah, actually, because we are all realtors, right? And we want to help each other, but also we want to promote ourselves. We will talk about, okay, we are realtors, we've been working together in a few deals, and that's it, that's not fake. That's legit.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's good. I know got a couple more minutes here. Does anybody have any questions for Jose about reviews or mindset or how he stay? You're just so consistent in real estate. You seem to always have closing, so you're doing something right,
Yeah,
which is great.
keep going. It's to me, that's the big thing, understanding that our value is not given by ourselves, it's given by the market. This is the main thing that we have to understand, It's the market. Jeff, you are who you are because the market believes you are this guy, right?
Yeah.
So
No, I agree.
So it's not just looking in the mirror and say, hey, I'm worth $50,000. No, you gotta really add something in the lives of other people. And you have to show that a little bit of that to be trustable, to be trustworthy, on your profiles and on everywhere.
Well, great. Who you got any events coming up you can think of, or Sydney?
Yeah,
I
I
know
was
I
thought
have.
about I
Yeah.
was about to ask, did we promote the rally in Houston, the regional rally?
Yeah, I just did yesterday. I shared on my social. I
Like,
know I'll be there. Someone commented and asked where they can get a ticket. Do you know if we have a discount code, or is it just like $50 for everyone?
oh, I pay full price for mine. I actually
Yeah.
paid, but the early budget is gone now.
Okay. Yeah, no, let's keep pushing that. I would love to obviously see a large Team Legacy showing on that. We got some
When it will
big
be?
people coming, and when is it again?
May the 12th. So if someone can drop the link on the chat, yeah. So Jeff is gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. This is gonna be our chance to network with other EXP agent inside the company,
Mhm.
talking to a lot of capper, talking to a lot of sponsors, and especially the co-sponsor opportunities opening up. Right, it doesn't hurt to get to know all the leader in the group. There might be an opportunity to come up for co-sponsor. You never know.
Yep, I was going to mention that because in the out we have a chat. It's called the Alpha Chat, and uh, what a time to go to these EXP networking events now that you can do a co-sponsorship. Just imagine you have people out there like that are huge on YouTube with a huge Team Legacy following, but they really haven't tapped into the Houston market. The first person I thought of was a guy named Mike Sherrard, who has 400 front level agents, uh, all from YouTube, but he's in Canada. He has a phenomenal YouTube, but there's a lot of people that want to learn his YouTube strategies that really just aren't in his market. So it's kind of tough to choose a Canadian mentor if you're in Texas or even the US, but a lot of people do. But now with the ability to co-sponsor, my goodness, I mean, that's it. It gives you, they can have the experiences and everything that Mike Sherrard gives you as a sponsor, and then also have one of us as their sponsor for the local support. So
Mhm.
when you're doing these rallies, or Houston, obviously, because it's close, but I mean, put that on your calendar. I think we do like 4 different rallies throughout the country. It'd be good to just travel and
Yeah.
jump into those and network with those people and explain what we have in Houston is something special. One of the largest groups in Houston. All the trainings are mostly Team Legacy. All the events are mostly Team Legacy. So if they want to, market into your local market, access to 40,000 realtors, let's talk about that and how you can help. So yeah, I'll be there for sure.
Well, that's a really good strategy. Yeah, I didn't even think about travel to other city rally to talk about, the co-sponsorship opportunities.
Just let them know we're in one of the largest MLSs in the country.
Yeah,
So if they've had success in Connecticut, and Connecticut's 10,000 real estate agents, do that same thing in Houston. Let them know that they have a local support and they can get you as well. So
yeah,
good to talk to some of those alpha agents and chat with them.
yep. Definitely a strategy. And you already have your Google presence. You already have your social media presence. So, it's a lot
I'm
easier.
working on it with my videos. Yeah,
Yep. Cool, cool, cool. Yep. Yeah, I think we can wrap it up. Jeff, what do you think?
good. I got a lot of value on that. Got a little half a page of notes here. But that's very true. How Jose started. It's not how you perceive yourself. It's what the market says about you, which is obviously reputation. So if you got bad Google reviews and poor ratings on HAR, good luck, man. So,
Yep.
right. So, but
You're
no, does
worth
anybody
the
have any
grind,
questions or
right?
anything?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think. Go ahead, Jeff.
I was saying you posted the US regional rallies.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Yeah, I went to the Cincinnati one, I think last year. Fantastic. It was awesome.
Yep.
I came up late because I went to show a house for my client.
Great.
And then the client said, I'm ready to buy. I want to offer. Now I'm stuck. I don't know what to do.
Oh, that's great. That's a good place to be stuck.
Yeah, that's a good place to be stuck. So reach out
Yeah.
to to me or to your mentor later on, Jimmy, and then we're
I
gonna.
did. I reached out to a mentor, and I guess he's a little bit busy. He'll help me in maybe in 30 minutes.
Yeah,
So the
Yeah,
client
jump in
said
a
that,
zip. Yeah, jump in a zip form. Start the offer process, and get one of us on the phone.
that's the
I'll
easy
jump
stuff.
on the zip profile because I don't know what's next here. Like, oh no.
All right, that's a good problem, Jimmy.
That's the
Great.
easy stuff, Jimmy. Even my virtual assistant can write you the contract, so you get the
There you go.
offer ready. Yeah,
Santa Hui.
the rest is easy.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, but I did really want to acknowledge Jimmy, right? He's new and he just jumped in. He do a 30-day video challenge, and then he just dive all in into real estate, and now he's working on his first contract. And guy, he's
Yeah.
right. So really, there's no excuse for you guys, not to be successful in real estate. You have me, you have Jeff, you have Joe. We have all the training you need. EXP have all the training you need. So what is your excuse to not be successful in the business?
Yep.
Right?
All right, guys. Jimmy, good luck on that offer. Let us know if y'all need something.
Yeah. Good luck on the offer.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.